Saludo, aquí estamos con Hard Art. Miguel está en la cámara, yo, James, voy a estar como diciendo que, y David está aquí. Entonces, estamos los tres y estamos en Crear Studio en Santana. Y yo conozco el artista Alkaid Ramirez, lo conozco como por un año y en mi canal Roachy Roach lo entrevisté y tengo un video dedicado a él, pero aquí estamos en la galería de Crear Studio, él tiene como su exhibición y vamos a ver. Vamos a ver con David.
So I heard this show is about gentrification in Anaheim. Let's check it out.
My nieces left these. I know they did.
Yeah, like I know exactly what
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know, you can.
This piece right here is
¿Qué es, David? Explícanos.
It looks like posting for homes, and they start at 800K. A cool 800K.
How are we gonna get
I'm for the Peace Corps.
And it can
Got that in my pocket.
with those kind of like
How to raise rent in less than a year. Yeah, bro, honestly, it's tough out here.
they try to buy the land and then they'll pitch it to the So I always receive these postcards from this guy named Monty. So this is called the Center.
Vamos a ver allá, en la pared.
Oh, you're skipping it. It goes that way.
Oh, it goes that way? Let's go that way then.
Fill out if you receive those postcards, or if you have, if you want the developer's address, you can fill out the mailing address, and then you're able to return those to the gallery. And we, at the end of the show, we're going to send all of them out and clog up their mailbox. So it's like a call to action. So encourage you guys to take some, fill it out, and bring it back to the gallery, either when it's open or slip it through the mailbox, so we can go ahead and send those out at the end of the show. It's kind of a call to action to be able to give a response to those folks who are trying to buy these properties out. Because I get these postcards all the time that say, "Oh, we want to buy your home," and this is like my response, using their same tactics to kind of flip it on their head. So like kind of using their font, their whole design and everything.
I like it.
And I continue that here with the signs as well. So these signs as well, they're like the signs that I would take, and then I would rework them as well and replace them where I found them.
Yo, good for you, man.
Thank you, man.
I like it.
You see the process of that on the other side of the wall as well.
Okay.
So when you go across the wall, you'll see the physical kind of presence of those signs being removed and replaced, kind of with the mask off process finishing up through there to go ahead and have that kind of being put right in front of you right under your nose, right? And it's like something that. What I hope for folks to take away from this is to recognize that these things are happening, and when push comes to shove, there's a call to action to be able to, pay attention to your local kind of government and local policy, because you have a voice in those situations where you can definitely have an impact on how those policies are affecting your neighborhoods directly. So it's kind of like that mask off process. So you come around this side, you start to see that on this side.
Hi, how are you?
So on this side of the wall, you'll see the gentrification intervention, and this is where you'll see kind of the process of going to where those signs are and taking those co-opted signs and replacing them. The first one is where you see the signs. The second one is where I'm removing it physically from the space, and the third one is where I'm replacing it and leaving it there for those who are moving around to the space as well to recognize it. In each one of these instances of series of photos, there's always like different field markers of different movements and different phases in which these changes are happening. In the first one, you already see that these buildings are being built and they're trying to push people in as fast as they're getting pushed out. The second one, you're seeing this same kind of like empty lot of land that is adjacent to my home, which you can see in the background. So that lot of land has been there for 15 years, and that lot of land is the same land that you see in the piece over there, where the neighbors go, where those two houses used to be. But they're still trying to push, real estate kind of endeavors going on. And in the bottom is a very particular place because this space here is adjacent to three very significant things. The first is there's $1 million duplexes being sold right behind in the background here. It's right next to the 5 freeway as well, so right across the 5 freeway is Disneyland. And then right across the street from this same space is the cultural signifier of Anaheim, which is Anaheim Swap Meet. Now this particular lot of land used to be a trailer mobile home park. It was called Midway Village. And about a year and a half ago, it was completely sold out. And about 120 families had to leave that space. And as an educator, I do show some of my images to my students. And anytime I do that, there was cases where in every single classroom where either I had a student that used to live there, a student who knew somebody, or one of the family members that used to live there. So it's an impacted movement, an impacted kind of like directly impacted situation that is dealt with by the youth as well. And it does affect, outcomes of their success by having to deal with those traumas and having to find themselves recollecting their feelings and their analysis of the situation. We're seeing erasure that has occurring, and it's ongoing. Same as Crear, but you know what I mean. It's in different phases of what's going on. And that's what the co-op thing does. But this is my response to it, and the response to it is also part of the archival work, which is the longer piece on these sides of the wall, which is showing you front and center, in a whole kind of panoramic image. You can see these streets in a more different kind of photographic view of how it's been changing, and you can see the differences of the buildings, and paired with it is my memories and my oral histories, and also my sentiments of how it was growing up in this area and what I wish for in the future. So it's a combination of 4 years of work, and this is not an end-all be-all process. This is something that will be ongoing throughout the whole street that I hope to continue for possibly my life's work. So it's only the start of it, and when I can, for as long as I live. This will be the archiving, the legacy that I hope to leave behind, and when people look back and look at history, they'll see what has changed. They'll hopefully look at who used to be here, right? And we were here. So before we lose any kind of resemblance of what the community was, it's my attempt to kind of grasp and hold on to as much as I can, even if it's through memory or through physical buildings. So yeah, thanks. Enjoy it. Read the post-it notes. There's some funny stories in there. the pennies, yeah.
I've done that too.
Yeah. No, I love how you're replacing it with the exact same design and look of the real estate.
Yeah.
Stuff. Have you had any experience where they want to take it down, confront you in person about it?
Not confrontations, but these two right here, where I only stayed up for about a day. And the people who own those signs took them, and then so 2 people have my pieces already. And then the third one stayed up for about 2 weeks before someone caught wind of it.
I was gonna say, if you make it a nice copy, they might take a minute before they realize,
that's what occurred here. But in these cases, this was an open house, so it was only a day thing, so I had it quick. And then in this case, it was they only brought the sign out in the day and brought it at night. But recently, they had given the sign out, as if waving, and I kind of want to, I'm fuck yeah, maybe with a camera, I don't care, I'll record it too, fuck you guys. I'll leave your sign there, but I'm replacing it with mine, because they haven't touched their sign. They left it out for about 2 months now. Just untouched.
Yeah.
So,
I've never thought of archiving the images of so there could be publicly accessible maps of your before and after. Is that ongoing?
tell me more about that.
She graphics illustration. It's like putting it on that.
Kind of want to read these posters.
This one's funny.
You read it already?
This one.
Well, there's like an extra step of the work. Tell me about that. What the heck? That's the first time I've ever heard of that. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm sure like it was, but I didn't know what it was called. Like, oh shit, okay.
Usted dijo que ya no va a estar en la galería, ¿verdad?
Moderators can like sort
Gracias por acompañarnos hoy y nos vemos la próxima vez. Adiós.
Bravo.